criminals are specifically targeting your debit card, and it has nothing to do with the number itself, but everything to do with the law that is supposed to be protecting your credit card. And if you don't understand this law, you might go about doing the things that you do right now as normal and walk around holding the bag in the event that a scammer takes your money. So stay tuned in this video because I'm going to show you exactly what this law is and how to protect yourself so you are never holding the bag in the event that your bank account gets compromised. So let me be clear about the thing that nobody told you about. Your credit card and your debit card are protected by two completely different laws. Your credit card falls under something that's called the Fair Credit Billing Act. Now, your debit card, on the other hand, it falls under something called the Electronic Funds Transfer Act, which the bank uses. They just call it Regulation E. Now, that sounds like a boring detail, but that's exactly why criminals love it. The two laws don't protect you the same way. The gap between them is the whole reason why your debit card is in the crosshairs for these scammers. Now, I hate to say this, but you probably already guessed it. This law is really set up to protect the banks. So they put you on a secret clock. And if you are not aware of this clock, you can miss the opportunity to actually get your money back. This is actually working against you, and most people don't even know it exists. And I want to tell you exactly what's going on here in this video. Here's the part that changes everything. When a criminal hits your credit card, they're literally spending the bank's money. They're not spending your money. So like, you're not waiting on the bank to sort out anything when they hit your credit card. Now, on the other hand, when the criminals hit your debit card, they're spending your cash. I'm talking about your hard-earned money that you saved and put in the bank. Your real money is gone. And sometimes people don't even realize that it happened. And here's where most people go completely wrong. Criminals don't even need to steal your physical card anymore. They go after the account right behind it, because the law that governs your account is the weakest point in the entire process. So you might be thinking like, boy, what are you talking about? The debit card is the gateway, but the ultimate goal is to get access to your bank account, because there's certain protections and liberties that you have that the criminals know about. And there are certain things that the bank won't do. And I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about right here. All right, so I need to walk you through exactly what can happen by telling you what happened to Jennifer, so we can learn about this banking regulation and what the scammers are up to. But most importantly, the bank and their responses. So Jennifer got a phone call from Chase Fraud Department using the number that was on the back of her car. She looks at her caller ID. It shows up as Chase Bank. So she answered the call. They gave her her account number, her balance down to the penny. Down to the penny. But before that call ended, $40,000 was gone from her account. Why? Because they convinced her that her account had been compromised and she needed to move her money to a secure account that they created for her. And so when she finally realized that, oh my goodness, I've been scammed, she reached out to Chase Bank to get help, to get her money back. And you know Chase responses? No. Why? Since the scammers had convinced her, Jennifer, to move the money, technically that transaction was authorized. Wow, isn't that crazy? It was authorized so they wouldn't give her back her money. Now, hold on before you just think that this is an isolated incident. It is not. Not by any means. This is not a one-off story. In 2023, when it came to the three biggest banks after getting scammed, Chase gave people their money back 2% of the time after getting scammed. The other two weren't much better. He had Wells Fargo at 4% and Bank of America at 24%. Clap, clap, Bank of America, a lot better than I expected. Let me know in the chat. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Was that better than what you expected? But like, those aren't my numbers. Not my numbers at all. I didn't make this up. These numbers came from the United States Senate investigation. The federal government even filed a complaint against Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo, accusing them of breaking the same Electronic Transfer Act by failing to investigate fraud and pay people back. Oh man, I really hope y'all are paying attention. I hope y'all are paying attention. This is why I create these videos, so you all are aware, so you don't have to get into this fight, because the bank is not your friend. They don't care if you lose your money. But before I show you the piece of the law that can leave you holding the entire loss, do this for me. I make these videos just for you. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. YouTube will put these videos right on your homepage every week, so you never miss an alert. Okay, so back to this clock here. There is a clock that is running with every transaction. If you are not aware of this clock, you could be holding the bag, okay? This is the piece that almost nobody knows about, and it's the part that can leave you paying for the scams yourself. With the debit card, the law puts this clock on you. The second the money moves, I'm talking about the second. If your debit card is lost or stolen within 2 days, and if someone uses your card, they go on a shopping spree, they go to a grocery store, they buy some things, you are at most liable for $50. You hear me? $50 if you act in 2 days, okay? The longer you wait, the worse it gets. You wait any longer than those 2 days, then you're looking at an exposure of up to $500. Now let's put this into perspective. Right now we're talking about relatively small amounts of money. Exposure $50, exposure up to $500. But what happens if you are like Jennifer and you lose $40,000, right? What happens if you're a person that doesn't check your bank account often, or something happens and you're not even aware that your money has been taken? Well, here's the problem. After 60 days, you are liable from a legal perspective for all of it. All of it. Think about what that actually means. A criminal can drain your savings account, your bank account in March. And what if you don't catch it until May? The bank is not going to give you your money back. With the credit card, there is no clock because it's the bank's money. Isn't that crazy? They put you on a clock for your money, but no clocks for theirs. So here's how to take the target off of your back, and it comes down to a few simple habits. First of all, stop using your debit card for anything, and I do mean anything, especially in physical locations and online. When you're traveling, don't use your debit card. Forget about it. And if you happen to use your debit card, run it as credit, which I just don't recommend it at all. I don't recommend it at all. Even if you don't want credit cards, like you don't want to deal with the debt, you can literally get a prepaid credit card that you can load your cash onto it, and then it has the same protections as a credit card. But you don't want the ability for these criminals to have access to your bank account. Okay? Remember, with the credit card, you're spending the bank's money. You have stronger protection behind it. So if a criminal gets those numbers, they never touch your real cash. And that's what's important about that. Step 2, most important, turn on instant alerts for your checking accounts, your savings accounts, anytime money moves from your account. I'm talking about like any transaction, because what will happen oftentimes, criminals will test your account with like a penny, literally a 1-cent charge, to see if that account or that debit card is active, and then they will start to drain any account transaction. Get an alert for it. And I wouldn't do text messages. Set up your banking alerts. Install the banking app so that you can get notified from the banking app, because these scammers can also fake text messages. Third, if you ever see a charge you don't recognize, call the number on the back of your card immediately, the same day, and report it in writing as well, right? And what's most important, let me give you a bonus for that one as well. If a bank calls you using the number that is on the back of your card, do not answer it. It is a scammer. That number on the back of your card is for you to call the bank, not for the bank to call you. Please hear me. For them to call, for you to call them, not for them to call you. And the last one is the most important rule. No real bank will ever tell you to move money to a safe account. If someone calls you from the bank saying that your bank account has been compromised, you need to act immediately. It's a scam. They're trying to pressure you. Hang up, call the bank back, or go inside of the bank branch. That one move right there would have saved Jennifer $40,000, right? Here's the bottom line. Your debit card and your credit card might look the same, but they fall under two different laws. One protects your debit card, is the weaker of the two. And that's not by accident. It's not bad luck. It's the exact reason these criminals are taking aim at debit cards right now to get access to your bank account. Now that you know the gap and you know how to close it, you can go protect yourself. I spent 15 years in payment security, and everything that I do on this channel is to help keep you protected, you and your family. So if you got some value from this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, and YouTube will put these videos on your homepage. I drop new videos every week to help you stay 10 steps ahead of these cyber criminals. I will see you on the next video.